Okay, so apparently the camera is really loud on this thing. It's been almost over a year since I've uploaded video to YouTube, and so things have changed, so I'm doing it now on Photo Booth, and I uploaded apparently. Hopefully this works even. I don't know. So here's an update of my life, y'all. So living with my parents. I work full-time now as a licensed master social worker, really as a therapist. So what happened is got my master's in social work in May of 2015 from the University of Southern California, which was really exciting. I got to go to California for the ceremony, and it was all around really awesome. Then in September of last year, so coming up on a year now, I got my license, which means that I can practice, and essentially I'm trusted to do my job, which is really awesome. Almost immediately in October, I got my job where I am, which I'm going to keep confidential just because I don't want anyone to be looking that up. But although it's probably not hard to find, so I got my job as a therapist. So I work in a clinic as a therapist. So I have a caseload. Right now, my caseload is very full. It's about 30 clients, some who I see every week, some who I see twice a week, some who I see every other week, some who I see once a month. But it's about 30 people. My youngest is 4. My oldest is 57. And I work 3 days a week there. And then 2 days a week I work in group homes. And these are adolescents aging in range from 15 to 21. I know 21 is an adolescent, but in the state of New York, you're in foster care. You can be in foster care until 21. And so I work in those. One's a girl's home and one's a boy's home. And I work with them. They're in foster care. So they have been removed from the home either due to a PINS. Now, a PINS is basically saying that your parent can't take care of you because you're defiant. So you're breaking curfew. You're not following the rules. You're doing drugs, you are out breaking curfew, whatever reason, parent can't take care of you, they turn you over to the court, and now we take care of you. Doesn't necessarily mean we're doing a better job, to be honest, because honestly, we don't have a lot of structure. We're kind of just another, I think it was kind of like a halfway house, honestly. So my job is just to provide them with therapy and counseling, because obviously if you're there, something's wrong. And some kids are there due to actual ACS or CPS cases because parents are unfit. One of my boys, his mom is really unfit to take care of him. Poor thing. She's addicted to crack, in and out of jail, prostitutes herself, HIV positive. It's a mess. I feel for the kid. I didn't see him in a while because he wants to return home, so he's been working on making his home a safe place so that his caseworker can release him to his brothers so he can go home. But basically that's what I do every week. I'm really dedicated to my job. I give almost every client, all the kids have my number. I give almost every client my work cell phone. And I tell them, call me if you need me. I check it every day. I pretty much leave it on high volume in case there's a call. In case I miss it, I do at least check it to see if anyone's called, say I missed it or it accidentally died or something. So that's that. In terms of like work school wise, I love it. I'm working on actually getting a promotion to kind of leave the clinic and work towards more working in the group homes. There's 2 group homes in Queens. I work on Staten Island. 2 group homes in Queens I'm kind of working on taking over as well. And that way I can do what I'm doing there in Queens, because right now they don't have anyone. And I love group homes, and I love that population, adolescents that are troubled, because that is such a crucial time in everyone's life that if we're not getting in then, who is? And we can make such a difference. Oh, such a difference. Okay. So, yeah, working on that. Also, so that's work and school. Family life is really hard. I'm still obviously with my family. We're in the process of finding a new apartment actually because we're kind of getting kicked out. I had told them I wanted to move out because I want my own apartment because, I'm single. I don't know if that was part of my last videos or not, but I am single and I want to date. I've been single for a while, to be honest. And I want the opportunity to bring boys back to my place, and I can't do that right now. I sleep on a bunk bed, guys. A bunk bed. You can't bring a boy home when you sleep on a bunk bed. And it's New York. A lot of people, have living situations. Even if I live with my parents, that's fine. But if I have my own room, at least I could bring them home. But I sleep on a bunk bed that I share with my sister. I can't bring a boy home. At least, we've talked about it when we get the new place. I can have an arrangement where they can still come back. Oh, God, it's a nightmare. But, yeah. So that's fine. Oh, last time you told me I didn't have my nose pierced. I got that pierced on actually Valentine's Day, ironically. I was in D.C. visiting my sister. Both me and my sister went to visit my other sister, and I got that. So that's been a fun and new little addition. Now I'm itching for a new tattoo. I'm thinking of getting a zebra behind my ear over here, so that might be coming soon. My birthday's coming up in November, so we'll see. What else is new? Yeah, I've been dating. I went on this really wonderful date last night. The guy was an absolute gentleman, but story for another time. This is a kind of a catch-up video. My life has been a series of ups and downs in my romantic life, to be honest. I found one guy who was wonderful. I thought kind of we were meant to be, and maybe we still are. I don't know if I believe in soulmates and all that kind of stuff, but basically, how do I describe this? He's the first person I felt who's ever truly accepted me. The only problem is he accepted me, which was great, and he's always encouraged me to be completely myself with him, and I have been. So me to him has been wonderful, but he'll completely shut me out. And so when I'll go on one of my little rampages or being emotionally crazy, as I describe it, he'll kind of ignore me for a week and let me vent it out, and then I'll calm down and he'll come back. And then we're cool. And then we'll have a civil conversation about it. We're good. And that's kind of a pattern that we have. But the problem is he won't open up emotionally back to me. So he expects me to tell him everything. He gets mad if I don't. God forbid I don't tell him something that's happening in my life. But, for example, he was homeless at one point, and, I didn't know about it, and he was, I was offended he didn't tell me, and he didn't see the problem with that. And I'm you expect me to tell you everything, but God forbid you tell me one vulnerability. So, that's been going back and forth. I'm trying to decide what to do with that, to be honest. As you guys know, I've had a lot of domestic violence in my history and a lot of unhealthy relationships, and I've come a long way, but, and I realize why I do what I do. Generally, I just want love and acceptance, and I'll do anything for acceptance. And I still have a lot of my unhealthy behaviors. For example, I'll sleep with someone on a first date because I feel that that's what guys want. All guys want is sex, blah, blah, blah. I give them what they want. They'll love me, which is an irrational thing. I know that. And I know that's more likely to make them not see me again. And I've been doing really well at not doing that, to be honest. I go through my phases of kind of slutting it up, which, I'm not slut-shaming anyone. I enjoy those phases, and but I realize it's not truly what I want, so I try to stay clear of that because that's not good for me. Not saying it's not good for everybody. It's not good for me. But I don't know. I went off on a tangent there. But basically, I know sleeping on a first date isn't good for me because sex fills a void for me. Like I said, I want to be accepted. And to be accepted, I need to get to a place where a person knows me. And sex complicates things because, not bad at sex. And I have some good skills. So if I introduce that, they're more likely to maybe look past the things that maybe would be deal breakers before. So I need to put sex on hold so they can really get to know me. And that's one reason that date last night was so amazing. Like, even when we were making out, he didn't touch my boobs or butt. And I talked to him about it. He was like, it was a first date. Like, of course not. And I was like, of course not. Like, of course, what? It was great. It was adorable. He was adorable. Like, I'm on cloud nine. But I don't know. I'm still figuring out myself and what I want. Well, I know what I want. I want a boyfriend. I want, like I said, love and acceptance. And, navigating that is hard. There's been heartbreak. The self-harming is still occurring. I'm working on it actively. It's not actively happening each day. It's happening every once in a while. I'm getting a little bit more aggressive with it because of that. I think, actually, to be honest, I feel like if it was happening every day, it wouldn't be as bad. But I don't know which is worse. I started... my anxiety medication went up because I've been more stressed at work. I had gone off of my birth control onto a generic, and it actually made me incredibly suicidal, which by the second month, I knew it was the birth control, so that was helpful, because then I realized, holy shit, I'm not actually suicidal, it's a medication side effect, but by that time, I had already made a psychiatric appointment to realize, wow, something's really wrong with me, and I am on something to stabilize my mood, because clearly, over the past year, I don't think maybe I'm a little bit happier, but I'm still not. I wouldn't describe myself as a really happy person. So I want to be. So I'm trying to fix that. Still trying to lose weight. I'm on a weight loss drug. I'm on a pill to help with my acne, which is doing a little bit better. Not wearing any concealer. I'm on a pill to help with my sweating. I feel like I sweat excessively. So basically right now I'm in a phase where I'm trying to take control of my life a little bit. Better late than never, right? So I feel like this is a good comeback video. I don't know why I took advantage of it, because no one's home. And that's usually pretty rare that I'm home and no one's home and it's a Sunday. Also, one thing I've started to do that I really like is I've started recording myself singing. So I've put a couple on my Instagram. My Instagram is Kelsabelll, Kelsabell. So there are 3 L's. So you should all follow me. I know not a lot of people see this, but if you ever do, you should follow me. Maybe I'll try to figure out how to upload some on here. I have no idea how to do that. Or maybe I'll put it in old videos. I don't know. But yeah, I've found that singing along to the radio and stuff, it makes me happy. I used to sing as a kid. I'm going to try to start taking voice lessons. Because even though I know how to sing, I've lost a lot of skill. And it's good to do stuff that makes you happy, even though it costs some money. And singing makes me happy. And I want to be good at it. And I want to post videos of myself doing it. And right now I'm not that good because I'm pitchy and off. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take voice lessons. Right now I'm going to suck it up and I'm going to post videos of me being pitchy and not that great, because I'm practicing and I'm doing it, and I'm sucking it up and getting courage and doing it. And so I'm going to do it, and then now, that is just further motivation for me to actually do these lessons. So this video is about to be 15 minutes. That's way too long. I'm going to go. This was a good catch-up video. Maybe I should start doing this again because it is kind of fun. So Kelsabell with 3 L's. Follow me. Snapchat is jacoby.kelsey1. I love Snapchat. I'm there all the time. Follow me. I really hope to talk to you all soon. Comment if you want to talk to me. I'm really friendly. I love you all. I'm glad to be back. Okay, I hope this worked. Thanks. Bye guys. I hope you have a wonderful Labor Day weekend.